The psychological toll of waging war is proving every bit as deadly an enemy as the Taliban.
And that is why a Houston vet of the Iraq War is leading a rescue mission. His weapon of choice, his music.
And on this Veterans Day, Fox 26's Greg Grugan offers a story of warrior spirit.
It was a muggy Bayou City night when we first heard Paul de la Cerda self-healing his bomb-injured brain through the soothing rhythm of a rockabilly beat. Call it musical mending for an airborne infantryman battered by combat. Hobbled by dazed days and confused nights, Paul, with drumsticks pounding, replaced memories of bullets and deadly blasts with noise of his own making. Relief has been his reward, and a band built of fellow wounded warriors became de la Cerda's abiding dream.
To empower the disabled soldier and to show him he can help others by showing what he did to heal himself.
We grab our guns and saddle up. It's time to ride that next go round.
Funny thing about dreams, the shared ones seem to have a better chance of coming true. From Austin, Iraq vet LEVON Ingram brought his voice, his guitar, and his struggles with post-traumatic stress.
And this is like a no-fail mission. We can't fail at it. I mean, there are soldiers, there are people out there that need us.
It was at Brooke Army Medical Center that de la Cerda hooked up with Afghanistan vet and amputee Robert Ferguson. Gladly, the fellow Texan volunteered for duty with warrior spirit.
It's really necessary for these soldiers to know that asking for help isn't a sign of weakness. Actually, it's a bigger sign of strength to sit there and tell somebody, look, I need your help.
The meetup led to the music.
From the desert jungle Lord, and it ain't ocean shores, the prisoner of war.
And the music spurred a cash-strapped rescue tour bound for military bases across 6 states.
Sponsors dropped out, so we pushed the mission anyway. We said we already told these guys we're going to be there. We're going to be there.
That's how soldiers are. We don't leave anybody behind.
At the very first post, any doubt about the urgency of their message disappeared.
The day we showed up at Fort Polk, they did a memorial service for a guy that committed suicide.
On rations of bologna, bread, and the occasional beer, warrior spirit pressed on for 2 weeks. A half dozen forts, an audience is full of men and women freshly home from the war front and suffering still the unseen scars of war.
Talking from one soldier to another is what it comes down to.
Back in his hometown, outside the resting place of the fallen, Paul de la Cerda puts his passion in perspective.
We don't want these guys to end up here at all. We don't want them to take their own life and figure that no one else is there to care about them.
Over the past 9 years of war, more members of the American military have taken their own lives than been killed fighting in Afghanistan. That's a suicide rate 4 times the national average. Every other day, at least one soldier, sailor, airman, or Marine decides life has become too painful to live.
This next song is called WB Kansas.
And so, for all who will listen, Paul and the boys play on. For themselves.
It helps us deal with our own demons.
And for those who their warrior spirit won't let them leave behind.
You wake up in silence.
In Houston, Greg Grugan, Fox 26 News.